I appreciate small packaging for a small amount of product, but the instructions are ridiculous. Does it have to be really that small? This Salon Care bleach does have different mixing techniques for different types of bleaching. For example, if you're bleaching your roots or if you're using foils, I'm going to go over them with you. And excuse my reading. This is, as you can see, very small print for me. Off scalp application, which I'm doing because I'm not bleaching my roots. For foil techniques, mix 1.5 to 2 fluid ounces of 20 or 30 volume developer. For open air techniques, which means no foil, you're mixing 1.5 to 2 fluid ounce of 20, 30, or 40 volume developer, depending on the level of lift desired. On scalp application, mix with 2.0, 2.5 fluid ounce of 20 or 30 developer. And of course, wear gloves while mixing. Application and processing. Off scalp application, apply mixture to hair using preferred highlighting technique. Check regularly until the desired degree of lightening is achieved. Up to 50 minutes. Wow, that's a lot of time. The Kaleido Colors packet instructed for 20 minutes. This is a lot of time. I don't think I'll do the full 50 minutes, especially since I don't need that much lifting done on the parts where the Kaleido Colors ended with my hair. Somewhere back here. I think it's this over here. And this is the same mixing that I'm going to use for my highlights. On scalp application, virgin hair. Divide the hair into 4 sections, starting in the neck area, 1/4 parting. Apply a generous amount to lengths and ends of each strand, keeping product 1 inch away from scalp. Continue until all strands are thoroughly saturated. Once desired lift has been achieved, maximum 40 minutes. Starting at the nape, apply fresh product to the roots, taking 1/4 partings. Upon completion of the roots, gently work any remaining mixture through the hair. Do not massage into scalp. Check development regularly until desired degree of lightening, up to an additional 10 minutes is achieved. That's the whole 50 minutes. And it also has instructions for just retouching. And we're not going to go over that since I'm not doing a retouch. Okay, so you are going to need some scissors to open this up. Unlike the Kaleido Colors packet, this does not have a little indentation. This is just me trying to open it. I couldn't do it. So we're going to do half of this, since I'm just using a little bit to finish off the parts of my hair that did not get enough product on the last bleach. And this is 1 ounce, which means half of this is 1 tablespoon, since there are 2 tablespoons in 1 ounce. So I'm going to use just 1 tablespoon. Unlike the Kaleido Colors packet, this does not have that dusty plume of smoke, but it still doesn't smell very nice, so don't put your face over it while pouring it out or mixing. Now the instructions did say that depending on your desired lifting level, you can use a 1.5 fluid ounces to 2. But I'm gonna go ahead and just stick to the basics and do a 1 to 2 parts rule, since I used half of ounce, which is 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna then use 2 tablespoons for the developer, which is my 30 volume. That's 1 and 2. The 1 part being 1 tablespoon for bleacher, and the 2 part being 2 tablespoons of developer. I did purchase another color brilliance hair booster to protect my hair. And for every 2 ounces, you want to use 1 vial. Since we are using half of that, you can use half a vial. And I'm not going to measure it, I'm just kind of going to go by eye. And there we go, it's about half. And actually I was supposed to mix it all together, or mix the developer and the bleach before I add the booster, but oh well. This is a lot lighter than the Kaleido Colors mixture, but then again I am using only half of the product. So I've changed into my favorite ugly shirt from Theater Suburbia, Seasonal Allergies, which I was in last winter. I have enlisted, or rather sequestered, my nephew to help me do the back part of my hair, which I can't see, as you saw earlier. And he is finishing what my sister didn't get to finish last time because of the product was not sufficient. We ran out of Kaleido Color bleach. So we're kind of just going over that part. It did lighten a little bit, but it does not look even, especially with the front sections. So I went to Sally's and I purchased Salon Care Flash Blue, or Blue Flash, I think, and it's Salon Care Blue Flash. And I was actually going to purchase the Kaleido Colors packet, but they were not in stock, and I asked one of the employees who worked there if they no longer carried it, and what she said was that they actually did some repackaging and a slight formulation change, and that customers didn't like it, so they pulled the product from the shelves. And I didn't ask her, neither did she mention when or if it was going to be replaced or when it was coming back. So I went ahead and purchased the Salon Care product, and that's why I'm not using the kaleidoscope at this time. I am at the back house again because this product does not smell very nice, and I have the windows and door open just to kind of air out the fumes. And as soon as we are done, I'm going to wash it off, and I will keep you updated on that. Crazy cat ladies should not be wearing plastic grocery bags on their heads. But I ran out of saran wrap, so what are you going to do? I improvised. I feel like I kind of look like Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost. Anyway, I'm going to keep this on my head for about 10 to 15 minutes. I spent 20 minutes under the cap for the Kaleido Colors dye job last time. Since I used since I used the Salon Care product today, it lists that I use it up to 50 minutes, depending on the amount of lifting that I'm going to have done. Since we're only doing a slight amount of lifting, kind of just finishing off where I ran out of product last time, I'm only going to leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm going to wash it off and come back and show you what that looks like. I've been filming this whole time, and I don't know how long I have until I need to wash it off. So hopefully I don't fry my hair again. I left my hair processing under the cap for a little over 15 minutes, and then I washed it off. Even though it's not completely dry, I'm going to go ahead and say that I am not impressed. I don't see any additional lifting. It looks exactly the same. It actually looks a little bit darker, to be honest with you. Then again, my hair is not completely dry. The Salon Care Blue Flash Brightener did list on the instructions to leave your hair processing for up to 50 minutes, depending on the amount of lifting you want to have done. Since I thought 50 minutes was a lot of time, especially since the Kaleido Colors only specify that you leave it on for 20 minutes, I went ahead and just left it for a little over 15 minutes. That might have been because it is not as potent as Kaleido Colors, but I don't see the same results that I got with Kaleido Colors. But to be honest with you, I'm over it. I just want to do my highlights and get to the toning part.